back again with My Hero Academia, this time season 3, episode 22. Yeah, we are going to find out who passed this exam. But I don't think that's going to take up much of the episode because usually we tend to progress pretty fast with these things. So, yeah. Or not. I don't know, sometimes we progress fast, sometimes we don't. So, yeah, since we've still got to find out who passed the test, I imagine Todoroki and Yuarashi have not passed since they seriously were fucking up last episode. They were messing up bad. They just kept counteracting each other and it almost injured someone. So, yeah, and it didn't look like they saved a lot of people either. So, yeah. Todoroki and Yuarashi probably didn't pass, and I'd be surprised if Bakugo passed as well. So we will see just where this goes. So, yeah, not wasting any more time, let's just get into Season 3, Episode 22 of My Hero Academia, starting now!
Where is it?
Yes!
I passed! I did it, All Might!
Deku passes! You have your license now. You are a fledgling hero. Heroic chicken indeed.
Another small step toward being a pro.
This is everyone.
Nailed it! Right on! But, no. Yoshi? I failed. It's over. I'm sorry! It's my fault that you didn't pass the licensing exam! How could our top two classmates not pass the exam?
Should have been more careful what you said. Words are important, you know.
Shut up. Shut up, bro.
Before I murder you!
Those entitled people at the top think so highly of themselves, don't they? Their own egos are their worst enemies.
Shut up.
I can't believe this.
Poor Todoroki.
61 points? I barely made it. Oh, I got 84. Look at that, guys. It turns out I'm actually trying to craft this stuff.
Oh, wait, Yaomomo, you got 94 points?
What about you, Ida? How'd it go?
I ended with 80.
I got 71 points. It looks like they mostly docked me for some of the stupid things I said at the beginning and for times when I was just kind of standing around.
I'm thankful we've been given such empirical evidence about what we should improve upon.
Yeah.
There was no hope of passing after someone fell below 50. So why let those people continue to fight until the end? Why not take them off the battlefield when they failed?
After you attend a 3-month-long special course and pass an individual test, we plan to issue a provisional license to those of you who failed as well. You're welcome to retake the exam in April if you prefer to wait.
Oh, lights out! Special doors!
Isn't this great, Todoroki? You don't have to. Just take it easy. Hierarchy is collapsing.
Shut up.
We'll root for you. The provisional licensing exam was
Man.
my classmates and I were all one step closer to becoming pro heroes.
Not all of them.
Deku, are you crying?
Yes!
Well, you know,
He's allowed to.
this is a lot. Todoroki, I'll see you at the special course, but here's the thing. Honestly, nothing's changed. I still don't like you. Sorry. That's all for now. That was nice of him, I guess.
Kami. She said she wasn't feeling too well and took a cab to the station so she could go home.
Oh, I see. I didn't get a chance to ask.
Actually, she's been acting kind of strangely for the past few days. Where are you right now? Toga? Don't get so lost in your role that you slip up.
Holy shit!
Himiko Toga, her quirk transform. By ingesting someone's blood, she can transform into that person.
What did you do to the real Kami then?
And yet you've come to visit me.
I'm here so we can get a few things straight. All for one.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm down for this conversation.
The world likens this place to something out of a Greek myth, calling it Tartarus. That's the name of the underworld prison.
Yeah. It's hell.
You're trapped here. You'll never go free.
I'll let you believe that. So what now?
Tell me where Tomura Shigaraki is hiding right now.
Haven't the slightest. Unlike your bird, mine left the nest and makes his own decisions. We are the same, though you'd never admit it. Just as you long to become the hero of justice, I long to be an all-powerful devil. It's that simple. I had an ideal and the power to see it enacted. It's normal to pass your work onto someone else when the end is near. Think of it as inheritance, like the estate you pass down, or the well-sown field planted by one person and cultivated
Oh, I like that
generation to
image.
generation. I'm just trying to do what everyone else on this planet is already doing, nothing more. Right about now, the media's concern about your absence is mixing with their worry about Endeavor as the new de facto leader. It's making them question the unity of Hero Society. I think Tomer and his group will continue to hide for the time being, in order to ensure it's their organization that rises to the top. Do you know what I love most about this? Any rise in crime moving forward is due to you concealing your fading strength. Doomed to watch society fall apart as villains flourish because of your own arrogance. Powerless for the rest of your days.
He knows how to get under his skin.
How does that feel, hero?
All Might, don't approach the glass.
That's all I needed. I can see it written on your face.
I will not be killed so easily, and I refuse to let the future you imagine come to pass.
You said you came to set a few things straight, but this is really what you wanted to say.
Time's up, sir. Please exit. I'll smash your plans, thwart your plots. You're the one who will watch helpless from a cell for the rest of your days.
Rest of my days, huh?
That was intense.
Meet me up front later. We need to have a talk about your quirk. You're gonna tell me how you managed to get into this damn school with a brand new quirk that appeared out of nowhere.
I wasn't hiding my quirk from you. It was given to me by someone else recently.
Intense.
Better and better. Until finally you passed the licensing exam while I failed. How the hell is that even possible? I've been giving it a lot of thought. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power. Apparently, he has the ability to steal a person's quirk and give it to somebody else. Which sounds kind of crazy, but then one of those old cat ladies had her power taken from her and can't work anymore. And then you met All Might, and you started changing. I remember what he said after he beat the big bad. We all heard it.
Now,
Your neck. It's your turn.
Back then, you were the only one who really understood what he meant.
Okay, what if it's true?
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up, but I was the one who had the potential. And somehow a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most, and I didn't even realize it. That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here. Right now.
No time for an end credit scene. Oh. Oh my god. This was an episode of Revelations. Ooh. So we started out at the beginning. Everyone in Class 1A passed, except for 2. It must be a weird thing for Aizawa to say, like, if someone asks him, like, how many people in your class passed the licensing exam? And he says 18 out of 20. And then that person, the other person says, oh really? Who were the 2 who failed? And then Aizawa has to say, the 2 people who were in the final of the sports festival. The 2 most powerful students in the sports festival and in Class 1A. And they were the ones who failed. Because this licensing exam, it wasn't about raw power and Bakugo learned that in a big bad way, and Todoroki had the right idea, but Bakugo needs to learn how to save people, and he needs to learn how to be a better hero, and Todoroki needs to learn how to work with other people and accept and get past his own problems. So, yeah. I suppose I should have expected it, because something that has been bugging me. In the intro of this show, there is a final shot at the end of all of Class 1A sitting down. And all of them are pretty much facing either sideways or at the camera. Only two of them, Bakugo and Todoroki, they're the only ones who are facing the other direction, so you can't see their faces. They're the only ones who have got their backs turned. So once again, the intro, it gives you those slight little hints that something's wrong. It gives you those slight little hints about what's going to happen in the story, but unless you know what you're looking for, you're going to miss it. Woo! So yeah, looks like out of those 100, the only three who we know failed were Bakugo, Todoroki, and Yuarashi, which I pretty much expected. We didn't know anyone. If anyone else failed, we didn't know them, so I imagine those people from Ketsubutsu, Shindo, Nakagami, I imagine they passed. Everyone in Class 1A passed except Bakugo and Todoroki. And I imagine most people from Shiketsu passed as well. So yeah, they've been given the chance. It's like you can take a specialised course that will run alongside your regular lessons, and you can retake the exam in a matter of months, or you can wait till the second test happens in April, where Bakugo and Todoroki might have to compete with Class 1B to do that. So it sounds like Yuarashi's going for that that extra training. Sounds like Todoroki will do it as well. I imagine Bakugo will as well, because he's desperate to pass. But how is he going to keep passing unless he changes his attitude? He's not going to pass this exam. He's not going to pass that exam unless he changes. And I imagine that change is going to come next episode with how we ended. So yeah, just having that provisional license in his hand, and it says Deku on it. And Yuarashi gives a little parting gift to Todoroki, like, I'm sorry. And obviously Yuarashi had a little apology for Todoroki at the end. Todoroki saying, it's fine, we both failed, it was both our faults. Well, Todoroki saying it's his fault, Yuarashi saying it's his fault. It's both their fault. And when they were leaving, Yuarashi's like, yeah, I'm sorry I caused you to fail. I'll work harder on becoming a hero. Also, I still don't like you. Sorry. Fair enough. I do hope we see him again, because he was an enjoyable character to watch for these few episodes that we had him. He was enjoyable to watch. And yeah, towards the end, Midoriya went asking the hair guy about Kami's power, about how she can just disappear. But yeah, then the hair guy says, like, yeah, we don't learn anything about that. Kami's already left and she's been acting kind of weird for a few days. We know why she's been acting. Guess we know why she's been acting weird then. Because it's not fucking Kami. It's not Kami. I wish we could meet the real Kami. I hope we do meet the real Kami at some point. Unless she's probably dead. Because the person who was impersonating her was none other than fucking Toga. Himiko Toga. She's been there the whole time and we haven't even seen her. The hints that have been showing, I get them now, because I did go back and watch reactions and stuff to the previous few episodes. When she first showed up, when Yuarashi headbutted the floor, he started bleeding from the head, and Kami was like, "Oh, it's blood." So that's clue number one. Then she had an unhealthy interest in Midoriya and she purposefully shifted into Uraraka, who we know she took blood from in the training camp, because that's how her power works. She takes blood from someone and she can transform into them. She took blood from Uraraka in the training camp, and she took Midoriya's as well when she scratched him, because when she shifted from Uraraka back into the form of Kami, she she wasn't wearing the targets, and she purposefully went to attack Midoriya and make him bleed by scratching him. That she wasn't trying to hit him with the balls to eliminate his targets, she was going after him. So, yeah, oh my god. The subtle clues that this show gives you. You have to be a fucking detective to sort it out. And then it shows it you right in front of your face and you're like, oh my god, how did I be so dumb? Because honestly, I don't know how I missed it before this point. Because I should have recognised when she had that interest in Midoriya. Oh my god. So so she can transform into Midoriya now because she's taken his blood. And she's taken it to Shigaraki, and Compress was there as well. So, once again, first episode in a while that Shigaraki's shown up, and I had him out here. So, yeah, that's fun. And he was in this form as well, with all the hands all over him. So, yeah. We saw the League of Villains again, great. Then, after that break, we went to Tartarus, and we had a nice, long-winded conversation between All Might and All For One. Oh yes, you can just feel how All For One is so confident that he's ahead all the time. I just love it in shows and in stories when the villain is just so many steps ahead of the hero and they're just trying to catch up to them. I love it when the villain is so confident and you've just got this sense of dread over you, like anything could happen and it's his plan. I thought they were going to talk about Midoriya a bit more, about how he's All Might's successor. I thought they were going to talk about that, but yeah, once again, All Might saying he refuses to die by Shigaraki's hand, because that's what All For One wants. And All For One has hinted that he's not going to stay there long. He wants to get out, obviously. Well, he'll get out when he wants to, and he'll do it with style. Oh, God. Yeah. So, after that tense conversation, All Might leaves. He's so proud of Midoriya for getting that provisional. But, yeah, and then we end this episode off with one final scene. Midoriya and Bakugo are finally going to go at it one last time, I think, to settle this, because Bakugo and his big brain have figured out. Mind you, he was given more clues than anyone else, so it's not a complete surprise that he's worked it out like this. Because he was told that Midoriya had a borrowed power. Midoriya told it himself he had a borrowed power. He met All For One, who could pass quirks from one another. He knew All Might was getting weaker and Midoriya was getting stronger. I wonder if he thinks that All Might passed the power to All For One and then All For One transferred it to Midoriya. I wonder if he's thinking that. But either way, he's come to the right conclusion that All Might's passed the power to Midoriya. And he's jealous of the fact that they both wanted to be like All Might, that he was the one who had the potential when they were younger. He was the one who had the power to be like All Might, and now someone who he completely disregarded has come along and actually has the power of All Might. Yeah, we'll rank this episode. Oh, that's slipping. We'll rank this episode. It's going to be a good one. Was it better than the last episode? I don't know if it was better than last episode just because of the slower pace, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But, okay, so it might be lower than last episode. You know what? In the interest of being nice, we'll make it. We'll go above. So we'll go one above episode 21. So it's still below the 1,000,000% episode, but it's above the last episode. So that takes the new number 7 spot. But yeah, I'm going to watch the remaining 3 episodes of this season tomorrow. It's been a hell of a ride tonight, but tonight I've got to edit the 3 episodes that I watched and get on with the next 3 tomorrow. So, yeah, that's all we've got for this week of My Hero Academia. Until next time, we are over and out.